This video is going to be over how to multiply fractions. Alright, well, the multiplying rule is that you just multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So there's no changing denominators, there's no changing numerators, you just multiply straight across. So if you had 2/3 times 5/8, you would just do 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 8 is 24. Then you must simplify your answer. So remember, to simplify, you can either do that on your calculator or you can find the greatest common factor. So if you don't know the greatest common factor, you can just continue to divide by the numbers. So let's see, we'll just divide by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. And so that is simplified. Alright, so let's practice. Sometimes you can see the multiplication sign look like this, a dot, or sometimes you'll see it as that the normal multiplication sign. So to multiply, you do straight across. 7 times 8 is 56. 2 times 5 is 10. And then you can simplify that. So 56 divided by 10 would be 5.6 in decimal form, or in fraction form would be 5 3/5. 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 4 is 16, and so to simplify that, on your calculator you would put the fraction in 6/16 and hit enter, and it should simplify down to 3/8. Alright, when multiplying whole numbers and fractions, just remember to place the whole number over 1. So it's the same as when you add and subtract, you need to place this over 1. So it will look like 3/16 times 6 over 1. So 3 times 6 is 18. 16 times 1 is 16, and then we need to simplify that, so 18 over 16, and we need to simplify it, would get you 1 1/8. Let's practice this. So we have to put all of these over 1. So to rewrite it, to make it look even, we would rewrite it like this. Alright, now 7 times 2 is 14. 2 times 1 is 2. We can simplify that to equal 7. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 2 is 2, and we can simplify that as 7 1/2. Alright, when multiplying mixed fractions, you need to rewrite as standard fractions. So we need to put these as where the bigger number is over the smaller number. So what you do is you do 7 times 4 is 28, and then 28 plus 3 is 31. So this equals 31 over 7. So 6 times 2 is 12, and then 12 plus 5 is 17 over 6. So we need to make sure that they are in an improper fraction here. So if we have these two, we need to rewrite it first. So 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 3 is 27 over 8, times 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. Now we can multiply. 27 times 5 is 135 over 8 times 3 is 24. And then we need to simplify that to 5 and 5/8. And I did all of that on my calculator. On your calculator, remember, here is your fraction key. So if you have the fraction 1/2, it would be 1, and then you hit this key here, A, B/C, 2, and that would make fraction on your calculator. Alright, it says Maria has 3 pieces of fabric. Each piece is 2 3/8 yards in length. How much fabric does she have? Well, we know that she has 3 pieces, and each piece is 2 3/8. So we can do 3 times 2 3/8. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to put 3 over 1, and the second thing is we need to change this fraction to an improper fraction. So 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19 over 8 times 3 over 1. So 19 times 3, 57. 8 times 1 is 8. And then we need to simplify that down, and you would get 7 1/8. A carpet installer measured the dimensions of a room as 8 5/8 feet by 10 2/3 feet. How many square feet of carpeting does he need? Hint, multiply the length times the width to find the area. So we have 8 5/8 times 10 2/3. Well, we need to change that into improper fractions. So 8 times 8 is 64, and 64 plus 5 is 69. So we have 69 over 8 times 3 times 10 is 30. 30 plus 2 is 32 over 3. So then we need to multiply 69 times 32, which is 2,208 over 8 times 3 is 24. So we need to simplify that. And that equals 92 square feet. Hopefully this has helped you understand how to multiply fractions. If you still have any problems, make sure you contact your teacher.